Hello there everybody, it is me FreezerBunny, and welcome back to Wildlife Park 3. So it's been a good couple of years since I last played this series on my channel, but there is a new dinosaur themed DLC called Dino Invasion, and I just had to check it out with you guys, and I just had to build my own new park featuring all of the new dinosaurs that came with this pack. So I'm really excited to actually go ahead and do this. I don't think it's gonna be a particularly long series because I believe there's only like 10 new dinosaurs or so. There's also a couple of prehistoric animals in the base game as well, so if you guys are interested to see those as well, just let me know in the comments below. So we're gonna play this in free play mode, and I'm totally gonna off the cuff this. I have no plans for this whatsoever. I've been waiting for this pack for about a month since the developers first talked about it on Steam community. So I'm really excited that I finally got my hands on this. Here's a little bit of a tip for you guys who are starting off with your new parks. I highly suggest that you go for the tropical areas because the tropics are the best and the easiest in my opinion, because you don't have to worry about it being too cold or it being too hot for your animals. So I think the tropical area is great. My go-to is usually Brazil or Congo, but for this one I think we're gonna go for the Congo because it's mostly flat land. Another couple of tips over here, we have 4 options, and each one of these can help you play more on a sandbox mode, I guess. Limited overdraft, if you uncheck this, it'll allow your funds to go into the negatives, so highly suggest that you uncheck that if you would like to play in sandbox mode. Animal death and animal disease, pretty self-explanatory. I don't really want to worry about that, so I'm gonna uncheck both of those. You can actually include these. There is a medic in the game. There is a medic profession which can help your animals, you know, become more healthy and stuff, but I just don't want to have to worry about that because I want to focus on just designing the park itself and also seeing all the new prehistoric animals. So I don't really want to have to worry about that. And plant disease as well. Oh my goodness, taking care of plants in this game is just a nightmare. The plants are so needy, so I'm definitely gonna uncheck that as well. Alright, last thing that I want to talk about is the park level. I highly suggest if you want to play in sandbox mode to just raise these to the maximum level 5 so that you will immediately unlock all of the available items for you to use when you are starting off your park. So we're going to go ahead and get to this, but before that I'm going to go ahead and read you guys the description of our area here. Extensive river basin areas in tropical forests where temperatures remain constantly high practically throughout the whole year. Hippos and other water-loving animals thrive here. Alright, so let's go ahead and fasten our seatbelts and travel back 60 million years to the land of the dinosaurs. Okay, so this is our park. Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and actually show it to you guys in first person here. Check that out. Look at how pretty that is. Ooh. Seen a couple of glitches, but that's okay, that's cool. Very beautiful. I'm getting a very Jurassic Park vibe from this. Pretty awesome. And right off the bat, the plants are already complaining about their things. So I think what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just demolish everything because I really don't have to worry about the plants, especially the ones that I didn't place myself. You know, so I'm gonna go ahead and just bulldoze everything, and if you actually bulldoze everything, it'll sell them automatically, so you guys can see that our funds on the upper left corner are increasing as we sell all of these unwanted items. I'm also thinking of flattening the whole map as well, because I just don't want to have to worry about the slopes. Sometimes it could be a bit of a headache if you're building your enclosures and all that good stuff. It can be a little bit of a headache if you have so many sloping areas. So I'm going to go ahead and actually flatten that as well. Let's see here. I think this one? Flattened terrain, there we go. Like I said, it's been a good maybe 3 years since I last played Wildlife Park 3, and I have played Wildlife Park 2 and Wildlife Park 3 as well in the past, so I am pretty well versed into this game, and I have such a soft spot for this series because I personally have not played a single Zoo Tycoon game, you guys, not one, and as far as zoo simulations go, this is like the best series, and these are like the only series that I played. I don't even know why I haven't played a Zoo Tycoon game, because people say that Zoo Tycoon is like the best. I couldn't really say for sure because I haven't played it yet. So yes, I'm hearing gasps in the comments because I don't know, I just haven't played Zoo Tycoon, so I'm really interested to play it though in the future. Also, this is the vanilla game. Except for the Dinosaur DLC, we are playing the original game all on its own. So there's no mods. I don't think there's any mods available actually. I think one of the criticisms for the series is the fact that it really doesn't have mod support. So yes. Okay, I'm looking forward to the upcoming DLC though. I'm following the threads on Steam community, and the developers were talking about some potential future DLC with other animals from different parts of the world. So I'm really interested to see what those are gonna be. So yes, okay, I'm gonna just go and just, you know, paint these into grass so that they don't get too distracting. I am gonna keep the footprint of this river right here, because in the future I might want to bring it back. For now, I just don't want to worry about it too much. So yeah, let's check a look at our environment right here. Pretty cool. That's a really weird glitch. Hopefully that gets fixed soon. And also, you guys might have noticed that I am keeping my game on play, because there's a really interesting dynamic that works with how you actually buy your animals, because there's this thing called an auction house, and basically as time progresses your animals will procedurally generate. So when you're starting off, you only have a limited selection, but eventually as your time progresses, you can see that there are a growing number of animals, and a couple of them are dinosaurs. And I like how there's a new filter as well based on what packs you have. Of course, since we only have Dino Invasion, there's only one, and then for the base game as well. But look at that! Look at all the new animals! Oh. Okay, let's check a look at what the new animals are. Okay, we have some Protoceratops, Styracosaur, and then Velociraptor, of course, you have to have that. Pachycephalosaurus, okay. And then we have some, what are these? Utahraptor, Parasaurolophus, Ankylosaurus, Triceratops, Stegosaurus, and Tyrannosaurus. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad. Honestly, when this was announced about a month ago, I was so looking forward to it because I was praying to God that we were gonna have what are those called? I was really looking forward to some sauropods. I was really looking forward to some sauropods, and I'm just so sad that we don't have them. Those would have been so amazing. Imagine you guys like a Diplodocus or like a Brachiosaurus. Oh my gosh, holy crap. Game's having a seizure. Game couldn't handle the sauropods. But imagine you guys having like some Brachiosaurus actually just walking the plains. That would be amazing. And Brachiosaurus is actually my favorite dinosaur, so I'm so bummed that we're not getting sauropods. I feel like they might be difficult to incorporate or whatever, but I don't know. I'm just really sad that we're not getting any sauropods. But whatever, I'm not gonna complain because I'm just really happy that we're getting dinosaurs in this game pack. In this pack. Okay, so this is not The Sims. Alright, let's actually just make some pathways over here. Another thing that I feel like could definitely use some improvement are the pathway systems in any of the Wildlife Park games. I feel like the pathways are just so... It feels very two-dimensional, to be honest, the pathways. And I feel like they definitely could use a little bit of improvement. Maybe some, I don't know, maybe some thickness or something, because like, yeah, that just looks really flat, to be honest, but whatever, it works. I'm not really here to criticize, because despite its misgivings and despite its flaws and despite all the criticism, this game does have a lot of redeeming factors, to be honest, and I really do appreciate it for that. Okay, so of course the first thing that we're gonna do opening up our park is to have a nice dinosaur sculpture, and I'm not gonna use this T-Rex one because Best in Slot already has this in his park, so I think I'm gonna use a different different sculpture. And we can also see the different new decorative items that came with this DLC as well. I don't know what this is. Rescue capsule. Okay. Flare. That looks weird. Plasma emitter. Incubator. Oh, that's interesting. Of course, these are all futuristic items, and they just look really weird to me. I wish we had more modern kind of like architecture stuff, because I feel like that would make the park look a lot better. We do have this like lava thing though, flat volcano. You know, you can actually terraform in this game, so you can just put this on top of whatever you make, and it'll automatically become a volcano. So that's pretty cool. I really like that item. But oh, we also have a bunch more as well. What is this? Small photon batteries, whatever that is, and a photon generator. Interesting. I wish these had a function, but obviously, as the name says, they are only decorative items. But that's fine. But yeah, I'm getting sidetracked once again. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and just go for this pterodon sculpture. Okay, that's fine. Oh, actually no. Okay, this thing is not symmetrical. Oh, yeah, I forgot that there's also a bunch of different color options that are available. That's one thing that I really appreciate in Wildlife Park 3 is that each item has a bunch of different color swatches, which gives it a little bit more versatility compared to Wildlife Park 2, where the items only had like one variation. So I really do appreciate the different options and different variations that they have in Wildlife Park 3. Okay, so I think that's fine. We can have like a nice pathway surrounding it for sure. And it's a little bit off-centered, but it works. There's not much we can do about it because this gateway area is actually pretty, I think it's on an angle actually, the gateway. I feel like it might be on an angle. Yeah, because the gateway feels like it's on an angle, so there's not much we can do about it. And also, this is pretty much my go-to layout when I'm building my park from the entranceway area. I always put these streamers, or like, I don't really even know what these are, banners, I guess. I always put these because, I don't know, you have to have like some sort of branding, right, for your park. So I'm gonna place them over here. Like so. I think that works. And then when the guests enter, they can see this beautiful pterodon sculpture that is completely overgrown with grass. So I might actually change the texture. Okay, that's a little bit better. Look at that. I can already see the dinosaurs. Okay. Also, like I mentioned earlier, this is going to be a little bit more of a slower paced playthrough. I'm not really going to rush into everything. I'm going to take my time and actually just design a park that I want, because I know that people are already expecting to see some dinosaurs at this point. But before we actually move forward to that, I do want to make sure that I establish the locations of some of our visitor facilities, because that's really important. I do intend to open this park in the future, and you guys, taking care of visitors is just an absolute nightmare. It is truly a nightmare, because they will complain and they will complain and they will complain like crazy. It drives me crazy. More so than the animals, the visitors are the ones driving me crazy. So there's times when I'm playing this for my personal gameplay when I don't even open my park to the public anymore, because I just do not want to deal with the visitors complaining and complaining. It drives me crazy. It triggers me thinking about it. But for the visitor facilities, the first thing that I like to put usually is the restaurant, because this one has the largest variety of menu that it offers to the guests. So having a restaurant is definitely very advantageous, because you can customize the menu that it serves actually. So, you know, you can just click on it, you can go to, I think, goods menu, and you can check whichever ones you like. And the more items that you make available for purchase, the better quality your park is. But since we already have a 5-star park, we don't really need to do that. So yeah. Okay, let's actually make a nice little pathway surrounding this restaurant. let's see here. Like, I don't want to make it too thick. I think this works. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna have a little bit of a space at the back so that we can have some nice landscaping and all that good stuff. Let's see here. I think that's a good space. And let's see here. Okay. I think I would really like to have a nice little seating area right next to the restaurant where the guests can like relax and stuff. So I think I'm gonna throw in a large tropical tree here. I think that works. Let's see here. Maybe we can center it a little bit more. I guess that works, right? I want to have enough space for a couple of park, but actually, you know what? Let's do the benches first, because I know that they're going to be a little bit tricky to place because sometimes the trees want like a lot of space. So where's the park benches? Okay. Ooh, we actually have a new park bench. Look at that. That's nice, I think. Okay, you know what? Let's use that. Let's make use of the new stuff that came with this DLC, I guess. That does not look good though. I really don't like how that looks. That looks like a 70s sofa or something. So I think I'm just gonna go for just the basic, these ones, honestly. They look so basic and not so awesome, but I don't know. I think they're fine. Alright, let's place one there. And then, let's see here. Let's place a couple on this side as well. Okay. Maybe here? Is that symmetrical already? Yeah, I feel like that would make it like a little bit more symmetrical. Cool beans. Is this a square? Like literally my OCD is bothering me. People are probably complaining like, oh my gosh, he has like the worst OCD in the world. But that's just me. That's just how I like to do things. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna throw in a bunch of trash cans as well because the guests are like the worst guests ever. They don't really pay attention to where they throw their garbage, so I think it's good to have like some trash cans as well. We can also hire like bin men as well, so that they will be the ones to take care of the trash can. You know, if the guests are too lazy to throw it in the proper area, the bin men will be the ones to throw it for them. Oh, and also we need to have like an ATM machine. I always forget those. So I think I'm gonna throw a couple over here. Is this the ATM machine? It's a cash machine, ATM. And usually I always put the cash machine and the vending machine right next to each other, just so that, you know, the guests will be compelled to spend a little bit more money. I don't know if that even works like that, but yeah. And then of course we can put our tree in the middle of this kind of like area right here. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It fits. Awesome. I cannot see where it's going. Oh crap. I cannot see. Okay. That works. Hopefully that is symmetrical. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna fix that off camera because I'm getting too sidetracked. Ooh, it's complaining. I told you guys. I told y'all that the trees are gonna complain. You know what? Goodbye. I'll figure that out off camera. But yeah, like I said, I'm getting too sidetracked. It's like, how many minutes has it been? And there still hasn't like, there's still no dinosaurs. Like, what is this? Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and actually get started on our first enclosure here. And I think the first creature that I want to keep is maybe a Triceratops. Oh no, you know what? I think I'm gonna go for a Protoceratops. I think those are a little bit easier to care for. I don't want to like get distracted with like such a difficult animal to take care of. So I think this area I want to make like a nice kind of sculpture feature area over here first though. maybe like that. Oopsie. Once again, off the cuff, you guys. That's a square. Awesome. Yay. And I think, let's see, maybe the lion. Oh, actually, you know what? How about the mammoth? Ugh, it's weird. That just looks weird. Maybe this rock that's too small. How cute. Okay, that has no relevance whatsoever to what our park is. I think I'm gonna go for this one. I think, yeah, I think this works. Okay, I like that. Looks very kind of like caveman-like, if you guys get what I mean. So, yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and make our enclosures now. Ooh, and there's new fences. Look at that. Awesome. I like that. So thankfully we do have a grid. We do have a grid to work with so that people who are obsessed with making completely straight fences can do whatever they want. Such as myself. I really want to make straight fences. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make it like maybe over here. I think that works. And also, maybe like over, this is where it gets really systematic. And this is where it gets really kind of serious for me, I guess, because I really want it to like look nice. Okay, I think, you know what? Let's make it partially organic and let's make it partially linear as well. So it's gonna be a grid up to some point. And then for the rest of the enclosure, it's just gonna be curves and organic shapes. How do we get rid of the grid? Okay, there we go. I really want to follow the contour of this kind of mountainy area behind us. So I think what we're gonna do is actually, oh crap. Okay. I don't want it generating like random posts out of nowhere that just looks really weird. Okay, I think this is so far so good. I don't really know how big to make this, to be honest. I don't really know the scale of the dinosaurs that we're going to be getting. Hopefully they're not so big. I want this to like go down now. Like so. Hopefully this is a big enough enclosure. I'm not sure. It does feel a little bit small. We're gonna see when we actually... Okay, that works. It's an interesting shape, right? And then actually, you know what? The pathway that we have, we can actually just extend it like here. I'm gonna do that really quick. Yep, this is how pathways work. And like that. And then maybe over here we can have like some additional pathways going in different directions. Okay, awesome. That's a good start actually to our area. Hopefully this is big enough. I'm a little bit worried that it might be quite small. But we'll see. Okay, actually, ooh. You have received a new secondary mission. I don't really care. I don't care about the mission. This is not story mode. Actually, the gateways, I think, would actually give us an impression on the scale of everything. Maybe over here. Cool beans. That is a really badass looking gateway, by the way. Look at that. That is pretty badass. Okay, usually what I want to do when I am designing the enclosures is I want to try to make it as natural as possible. Natural. As Felix would say. PewDiePie. So usually I try to have natural bodies of water where the animals can get their drink from, because I hate looking at those really crappy looking animal troughs. Oh, those are just not cool in my opinion. They're just not cool to look at. So yeah, we are making some puddles of water. I'm not sure if the Protoceratops needs to swim actually, because some animals do require to swim. So we'll see. We shall see. And I want to smoothen this. I think this is correct. Make terrain round. Okay, that's a really weird way of saying it, but yeah, it's kind of make rounded edges, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so we have a nice little slope over here. Hopefully that is enough water for the Protoceratops to actually just drink from. Like it, like it. And usually what I like to do with my enclosures is that this is when I try to incorporate the hilly areas, or the hills are alive. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, towards the back of the enclosure where people's views wouldn't be blocked, I guess. So we're gonna raise the terrain gradually here, like so. I really like how it also has kind of like a rocky look to it, you know. I usually really like to paint these as rocks and as mountains and stuff, you know. Because, you know, when I went to the zoo as a kid, and by the way, I spent so much time at the zoo, you guys, as a child. But when I went to the zoo, it always had like these backdrops and stuff, and I thought that was really cool. Okay, and then maybe a couple over here. That works, right? That looks pretty somewhat prehistoric. I think that works. I really like that. Let's see here now what. Okay. I wanna make some elaborate paint jobs. Nice choice of words, but I'm just really excited, you guys, though. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell how excited I am, and I really, really love this series. Like I said, as much as it has its own misgivings, and despite all of the criticism that it's gotten, I think it has some redeeming qualities, like the depth when it comes to how you're able to customize. As you guys can see, we are very much capable of customizing a lot. And also, when it comes to just, you know, like the variety of the animals, I guess. I mean, even though there's a better variety of the animals in Wildlife Park 2 for sure. So, but the graphics in Wildlife Park 3 are definitely superior to Wildlife Park 2. So yeah, each game does have its own kind of advantages and drawbacks, I guess. But since I played both games, I thought it would be an interesting juxtaposition to compare it with you guys who are not quite familiar with the series. And I really wish success to the developers because I think they're really creative people. They did consider a lot of stuff when they were making this, and it's, you know, a lot of really significant things that really help the gameplay move along. And I really, really appreciate some of the subtle things that they have. It really makes it feel like a really deep experience. And I'm just saying that, you know, as myself, you know, nobody told me to say this. The developers don't even know me. You know, I just really have an admiration and appreciation for the series because it does have a lot of really good things going for it. So yes. I do have to say though that my favorite out of all the 3 Wildlife Park games is probably Wildlife Park 2. That one was just so deep. There's even like an agricultural aspect, you know, you can really micromanage every single aspect of your park, which is something that I love, you know. Alright, so I think that's a really, really good enclosure. Let's actually look at it from the ground level. And yep, I really like it. I don't know what the Protoceratops needs actually, but I feel like what we should do first is always to hire an animal keeper. Because he will take care of the animals and give them what they need and make sure that they have everything that they need to survive. Even though we don't really have any animal death in this, so really don't have to worry about that too much. But I'm going to put the animal keeper over here to the side. I feel like this is a good place for him. And yeah, I usually just go for the most expensive one or the most experienced one because we're not really thinking of the money right now. So yeah. Another thing that I really like about Wildlife Park 3 is the fact that the keepers and just the personnel in general, they don't need to have a building, you know, because in Wildlife Park 2, you would need to house your personnel in a building, and each personnel needs to have its own building. And that got really weird, to be honest. It looks really kind of weird having these random buildings for personnel all over your park. So I'm really happy that we're able to individually place them without needing to place like supporting buildings to have them around. So let's go ahead and purchase our first ever dinosaur, you guys. I feel like I've ranted so much in this episode already, and I think I'm gonna go for the Protoceratops actually. Usually I go for the male, and I usually just keep one male per species, depending on the size of the herd. We shall see, but we're gonna buy this male Protoceratops. And we're gonna look at what he needs, and also, oh my gosh. Is he humping the ground? Is he climax? Never mind. Ooh, look at how cute he is! Look at how cute! Oh, so cute! Oh my gosh, it's even swimming! Oh, so cute! Okay. I am going to sterilize him. I'm sorry. Goodbye, testicles. Because if I put the females, they will keep mating, and sometimes some animals just mate like there's no time. Holy crap. I was shocked. I was like, what was that? Okay, some weird sound effects was happening, but like I was saying, the animals just keep mating like crazy, and sometimes it's hard to keep track of how many kids they have. So I usually prefer to just not have any animal intercourse happening. I mean, you can have animal intercourse because they need that. They need to have, you know, they need to have that. But in terms of being pregnant, it's something that I usually avoid. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But if we click on the animal here, and if we actually click on this icon, we can figure out what the animal wants. So right now what it wants is, it doesn't want any resting place, which is good. It has water, it has grass, I think, it has leaves. I don't think it has leaves actually. Let's see. The animals can also say stuff as well. I would like more of my species around me. There aren't any plants here for me. Okay, so it wants more Protoceratops and it wants plants as well. Oh, it wants to scratch. Okay, awesome. Okay, I think everything else is pretty much dealt with. How many people, or how many of its kind does it want? It wants, oh my gosh, it wants 8 of its kind. So that's a lot of animals. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and place a couple more Protoceratops as well. And it also wants a scratching item as well for obviously scratching. So where's the scratch? I think it's this tree. Nope, that's a jump. Let's see here. I think it's this one. Okay, there we go. Scratch. Awesome. I'm gonna place this over here where there's like some stuff. I wish it would like place. I don't want it to look like it's floating. Maybe here instead. Awesome. And I'm gonna place another one as well, just to give them some options, of course. This is a gigantic stone. This is pretty huge. Yeah, that works, and it wants some more plants. And I don't really want to put a lot of plants into this enclosure in particular because it's going to cover up the animals, and they're already really small. I think I'm just going to choose like smaller trees. These ones are really nice. I like these. Throw a couple of them. I'm not really sure if the animals can even eat those, because in Wildlife Park 2 they can actually eat from plants that are growing in their enclosures, so I'm not sure. Look at the graphics though. Look at the shine on these leaves. Isn't that awesome? And also the plants will flower if you put them in the right. Oh my gosh, look at that. It is actually eating. It is actually eating. Oh my gosh, I'm really happy. Let's see here. What was that? I think it was this one. Low Monstera. Leaves. Yes, it does need leaves. Awesome. I mean, it does produce leaves. Okay. Interesting. I'm so excited. So happy. One little tidbit of information. In Wildlife Park 2, Protoceratops is actually not an enclosure animal, or like the way I played Wildlife Park 2 with Protoceratops. I just left the Protoceratops to roam around the park, actually. I just left them, you know, by themselves, and because they don't really they're not really violent towards the guests. And in Wildlife Park 2, the guests can actually ride on the Protoceratops. And they were so cute, you know, like, they were so cute. I think it's calling for some other... Oh, I think it's lonely. Okay, but yeah, the guests can actually ride the Protoceratops, and that was really cute. Reminds me of that one scene in Jurassic World where they had like a dinosaur petting zoo that was so cute. Okay, I'm gonna place another male Protoceratops. And I'm just gonna go for like the youngest one I can find. Okay, you'll be fine. 29 years. 30 years? Whoa. And I'm gonna sterilize him as well. And I think we're gonna have 2 males and an extra 6 females. Literally, there's like 3 girls for every 2 boys. I don't know, or for 1 boy. Okay. Oh, they do have different colors. Tell me that you're not mating, please. You are both men. I mean, nothing against that though, but okay, whatever. I'm gonna shut up. Male Protoceratops, male, female. Okay, there we go. And the females, I don't need to sterilize them because the males are already sterilized and we don't really need to. We have another female over here. I'm just gonna wait for the game to actually generate more females because I don't really want more male Protoceratops. Or maybe like some baby ones. What do you guys think? Okay, so this is a baby male. Okay, you know what? Let's place a couple of baby female Protoceratops. So cute. Look at that. They're adorable, you guys. Okay, how many do we have already? And then there's this one female as well. Oh my gosh, how am I gonna keep track of all of them? Well, we can click on this item or this icon and it'll tell us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I think we have 8. Yep, we have 8. We have a total of 8 Protoceratops. Awesome. And yeah, I think I really like our enclosure right now. I think we should fill it up with a little bit more foliage. Let's see here. Tropical. Actually, we should place like some coconut trees, I guess, at least. Ooh. I like that. Where's the coconut tree? Okay, no, it's coconut? Yeah, these ones. And there are variations to these. I usually go for... Yeah, that's not nice. I don't like that. I'm just gonna go for these birds of paradise ones. And if you guys actually wait long enough, you can actually see them blossom. Yeah, they will actually grow flowers. If you put them in the right... Yeah, look at that. They're flowering. How beautiful, right? If you put them in the right spot, like in the ideal environment that they're supposed to be in, they do thrive, you know, and they do flower. So that's pretty cool. I told you guys that there's a lot of really good details into this game. You know, like people usually don't really notice it, but the plants, like the system behind them is, I think it's pretty elaborate actually, and I really appreciate that. I really particularly liked the agricultural aspect of Wildlife Park 2, and I made an entire series kind of like around that, and it's still on my channel even though that was like 2 years ago. So yeah, I might actually link, you know what, I'm gonna link both my playthroughs of Wildlife Park 2 and 3 in the description below if you guys want to check it out. So yeah, I think though, having said that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this part up right here. I don't know how long it's been. I feel like it's been like 84 years. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. You all have an awesome day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.